The winner of the mixed gaming competition here at the World Tournament Slots is...
It's the PokerNews Podcast.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 922nd episode of the PokerNews Podcast. I am Chad Holloway, joined by my guest co-host this week. Very exciting for me, Michael the Grinder Mizrachi, the reigning WSOP Main Event Champ. Thanks for taking the time.
Thanks, Chad. Appreciate it.
We are down here at the Atlantis on Paradise Island, not for the World Series of Poker Paradise. That's going to be in a couple months, but rather the World Tournament of Slots, which I've talked to you about. We're going to have Mama Grinder on in a little bit because she's here. She's going to compete. We're going to talk about some special events that you've done here, going up against last year's winner. We're going to talk about your new sponsorship with GGPoker. I've also got an interview with Stephanie Hall, and I ran into a poker pro down here, Eddie Blumenthal, by happenstance, so I got an interview with him as well. And then, of course, I'll drop the last code word in our $10,000 NAPT Gold Pass giveaway. So, Grinder, talk to me. We're at the Atlantis. You've been here many times. Is this like a, home field for you, so to speak?
Well, I mean, I live in Hollywood, Florida, so it's definitely home field. You always run amazing tournaments over here, so I'm very excited for, GG and the World Tournament of Slots. Nothing but amazing. Really, really fun. I met quite a few people, and everybody just happy to be here.
Yeah, I know your mom is super excited, and there were a lot, people were wondering, what is PokerNews doing at the World Tournament of Slots? And honestly, it was because you were associated with it, where I was like, we should be there. Like, he's the reigning main event champ, Poker Hall of Famer. What's life been like for you since the summer? Last time I caught up with you, you said it's just been go, go, go.
Go. I'm fine. I flew in from Estonia to get to I don't even know how, it was a tight window, really tight window. And even my suitcase is missing. And that's what I'm living on. So we're still trying to get the suitcase I think that's stuck in Atlanta somewhere from last night. So, yeah, I'm just amazing. Just amazing run, crazy 3 months, just nonstop. But I'm enjoying life, and who wouldn't?
Right.
After you win the main event, it's gonna be a lot of craziness, and the way I want it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was great, incredible. It's funny because I went back and I was watching some old NBC National Heads Up tournaments, and there you were, in your mid-20s in the 2006 thereabouts, and then here you are. I think you're 44, right? A couple years older than me, but you're a Hall of Famer already. Your resume is second to none, and you still got a lot of good years ahead of you in poker.
Oh, definitely a lot of good years. It's just been just quite a run. I can't explain it. It's obviously it's legendary. It's probably never gonna happen again, but you never know me. I'm thinking next year. I'm looking to win 4 bracelets in the summer. That would be my goal, my next goal. If I do it, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
That would be something else that would be pretty cool is a WSOP Paradise bracelet here in the Bahamas.
That is true. That's, win the main event, win the PPC for the 4th time, and win the super main event here. You guys might witness it.
Yeah, we're both going to be back down here in December, so I'm excited about that. And it is sponsored by GGPoker, of course,
yes.
And you are now sponsored by GGPoker, so congratulations on that. How did that come about?
Winning the 4th PPC, winning the main event, and getting inducted to the Hall of Fame. Great reason to have me. I'm so happy, super happy to be part of the team. And Gigi's done a wonderful job with the World Series, and I can't wait to get back on the line and crush them.
Yeah, that's right. People forget, you're an all-around player in all regards. The mixed games, obviously, from the PPC.
Yes.
No limit hold'em, obviously. 2 WPT titles, but you can also play online.
Yeah, so I was actually one of the first guys to ever play online poker. So I'll be back.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I also know you dabble in the cash game streets because we've seen you playing on some live streams. You host a live stream of your own on the Venetian Poker Live. So tournaments, cash games, you just do it all, man.
Yeah, I've always been a cash game player. Then I started as a cash game player. Then when I turned 21, I was like, all right, let's do this. Because when you win a tournament, that feeling's a lot different when you win a big chunk of money every time.
Do you prefer no limit hold'em cash games? You prefer mixed game cash games or PLO? What's your jam?
I prefer I prefer the better lineup. That's it.
Yeah.
It's table selections, everything.
Yeah. And sometimes I know people don't want to answer this, so you can give me roundabout if you want, or you can just shrug it off. But what's the biggest cash game pot you've won?
The biggest cash game pot. I played a few times. I played 2,000, 4,000 limit, which is, I think, maybe a few hundred something thousand pots. Nothing crazy. It was not probably like 150, 200 is probably one of the biggest pots I won. Nothing crazy, not those $1 million pots. Now I don't really play super big, but I try to keep it like where I'm comfortable playing. I mean, I'd still be comfortable. I always play like the richest person in the world. Doesn't matter if I have a lot or have a little. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Is there anybody at the poker table? I mean, I don't think there is, but like that you fear at the poker table, or like talk about like dream matchups. I would love to see you go head to head with, say, Phil Ivey, right? Like Phil Ivey is a.
Do you ever get scared to go to work?
No, not really. Maybe
There's the answer to your question.
Can be intimidating sitting talking to people like you doing this.
I play somebody that's an experienced, but I don't mind. I'll play anybody if I have to play them. I don't have a choice. But I'm not looking out to play the best players in the world heads up or whatever. But I prefer, a little softer lineup. But I'm open to anything.
Yeah. One thing that I saw and heard about, I wasn't there, but when you were over, I think it was somewhere over in Europe, you played a tournament. Or no, maybe this was in Vegas. I can't remember. You have to remind me. But your son was playing and knocked you out.
Yeah, this is actually, my son is probably still sleeping. We just got back from Estonia. And when I was in Estonia playing the no filter tournament, it was quite a series. It was amazing. I mean, it's like, it was funny. The first time I actually like played with him, we were playing on the live stream game, and then he knocked me out, and he started making fun of me, and he's like, "Sha-na na 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 na, hey, good vibes." Yeah.
So your son is he 18, 19, 21?
21.
21, yeah.
21.
I assume, but that's crazy because we see like Phil Hellmuth's son plays poker. We've seen a bunch of others, Joe Hashem's, but there is another grinder out there. Are we going to see more of him in the poker world?
Let's see what he can do. Let's see. After he knocked me out, I don't know if I want to put him in anymore, but we'll see. I'm sure he'll. Let's see if he can make something happen. Maybe a run somewhere. Maybe he'll come with me to Panama to play the World Series circuit. We'll see.
Yeah, that would be awesome. We're gonna have to keep an eye on him. It's just a good story. Like the old school, new school generation, and who can kind of like follows in their father's footsteps. I know, like I said, Hellmuth's sons are kind of giving it a go. So
we should do the Suns against the Suns.
That would be good. Yeah, I think we could fill up a lineup. There's definitely people out there that would do that. So let us talk a little bit about the World Tournament of Slots here. We're going to show some highlights. You had an event earlier today where you went head-to-head with Stephanie Hall, who's the reigning champ. But what's it been like to be here at the Atlantis, but not for poker, and be surrounded by slot people?
Well, I always love slot machines. I do love other things besides poker. So I'm slot machines. I wouldn't say I'm a trump, but I do well playing slots. And actually there is some skill in it. So don't get me wrong, there is some skill in these slot tournaments. Got to click. You got to know how to click. It's hand-eye coordination and everything. As you can see.
Right.
Yeah.
As it seemed like, Stephanie Hall seemed like she was the real celebrity here because she's the reigning World Tournament of Slots. But are you getting some recognition and some love from these slot players?
I don't know. I think the whole place took a picture of me. So I think there was 500 people here and there. I might have took 500 pictures.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's crazy. And we're going to be wishing your mother good luck in the tournament itself. We're going to talk to her in a minute. Tell me, you mentioned, you love stuff other than poker. You see a glimpse of that in your social media, like you were racing cars in somewhere on the other side of the world. Like, what does the grinder love to do outside of poker?
Yeah. I mean, I went to the Gumball 3000. I started off, I skipped one leg, but I met the guys, Betlam. I met him in Bucharest, Romania, and I drove all the way to Florence, Italy, which was amazing on a Lamborghini, and going quite high speeds, gambling online here and there. So it was quite the venture, and I like to do other things as well. Sometimes I used to swim a lot. I don't know if anybody knows that. I'd go to the gym. I used to be workout a lot, but now I'm a little out of shape, but we'll get there. I still promise my 6-pack by the World Series somewhere.
There you go.
I don't know about 6-packs. It's going to be tough, but somewhere there.
That'd be good. Do you ever do you golf?
I do golf, but bad. Very bad. So I remember back in the days, I think I went to Shadow Creek with Phil Ivey, and I think on a par 5, it took me 17 strokes to get in. So after like two holes we did, I think he says, "All right, let's get out of here." So,
I love that.
Yeah.
Do you bet when you do stuff like that? Like prop bets, you mentioned you're like trying to get in shape. Would you ever do like a weight loss, get in shape kind of prop bet, or is it just?
I've done it a long time ago. I came third. I think Will the Thrill won it, but I was in the best shape by far by any of them. But yeah, I want to do it for myself. I don't want to do it as a prop bet. I want to see if I have the will to do it without having a bet.
Will the Thrill is another one whose son was just playing in the World Series of Poker, so he could jump in the father-son
Dads or sons or something like that. We'll figure it out.
There's something there for sure. What is the rest of the year looking like? Of course, WSOP Paradise is going to be at the end of the year, but in between now and then, do you have any poker or life things coming up?
I'm gonna obviously go to Panama for the World Series of Poker circuit, and then I'm gonna go back to Venetian Casino to play my cash game, and I have my little tournament there as well. So we'll see from there. Then I'm looking forward to obviously the Paradise in December.
Yeah, I think it's off the top of my head, November 16th and 17th, or November 17th and 18th, where your cash game and tournament will be back to back.
Yes.
$200 buy-in, Grinder's Bounty. You get a chance to play with you, knock you out, get a $250 bounty. I played the first one last month. Didn't do anything, but I was impressed with. Like, a lot of people might just play there and go and splash around, but like you were taking it seriously.
I did take a sip through the first 5 hours, and I gave a little chance here.
Yeah. And it was cool because like I can't just sit down and play with Phil Ivey or something, right? Like, you're making yourself accessible to players who love you, and that's awesome.
I wanted people to have that experience and enjoy themselves, because not many people get to play with it. It's like one of the bigger names, so I just want people to have a good time and get a chance to play with me.
Yeah. I want to ask then a couple quick questions before we bring on your mom. The bracelets, you have 8 of them now.
8.
Do you have them displayed? Are they tucked away? Do you give them away?
They're actually all locked up in Miami and into a actually jewelry building. So they're well safe. I don't even have. That's not even actually accessible for me unless I call my guys to go get it for me. Yeah.
Gotcha. What about the because you had to use Nick Schulman's Poker Hall of Fame trophy because they didn't have one ready. Did they get you one?
Yes, they got me one. Actually, they brought it to me at the Venetian, and I have it. I have that at my place right for now. Yeah.
Yes. And then one last question, then, because now you are in the Poker Hall of Fame. You're going to get a vote. You're going to get a say. Are there some guys who are either eligible or soon becoming eligible, kind of your generation guys, that you think might be worth a nomination or at least a look at for Poker Hall of Fame?
Yeah, just throw me that. I'll figure it out. See who's well deserving, and I'll be very honest and fair. I mean, who deserves it next year?
Yeah, I think it was a wise decision for them to just induct you because you would have been in next year anyways.
Sure, I'm probably going to win it anyways. Everybody's going to assume I'm going to win it, so it's just a waste of. I mean, and it was great with my family, friends, fans that were there, so it just makes it even more amazing.
Do you think there's a lot of talk about the Poker Hall of Fame because right now it's just one inductee and it's been that way since the pandemic, but it used to be 2. What would you like to see? Do you think it should be just one every year? Do you think it should be 2 or more? If you had your way,
there's so many great players out there, so it probably should be more, at least 2. I would say that would be the fair way to do it. And especially we did it now this year. We did 2, so let's make it 2.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. All right, Grinder. Well, let's take a quick break, and we're going to bring Mama Grinder on and talk a little bit more about the World Tournament of Slots.
Amazing. Let's do it.
All right, I am with our special guest. Well, the Grinder's here, but so is Mama Grinder. Welcome to the PokerNews Podcast and the World Tournament of Slots.
Thank you.
Are you excited? I know you're
very excited.
I've talked to your boy
Great
before.
atmosphere.
Oh yeah, you're going to play tomorrow.
Great crew. Looking forward to it.
All right.
I'm looking forward to winning.
She's going to win it.
We said it together.
She's going to win it.
Yeah.
That's my only out.
It would be like a fairy book story, right? You win the main event, WSP, you win the World Tournament of Slots for $1 million.
Great, of course. It's a dream. I play slots all the time. Every day I'm in the casino. I love it.
Do you have a favorite?
Buffalo?
Oh, yeah. Who doesn't like the Buffalo machines?
Yeah.
Michael hit on it quite a few times.
Yeah. I played big, all of them. Yeah, I played pretty big. Well, I'm a pretty big slot guy.
Okay. Yeah. There are a lot of slot people in the poker world. Alan Kessler won $1 million, and I mean, if he can do it, Mama Grinder doing it.
Some guy won $2.2 million at the Palazzo. Oh wow, sick! Like what? 3 weeks ago? Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Yeah, that's insane. I'm going to ask you, what's life been like for you since your son won the WSOP main event? I mean, you were there. It was such a special moment.
It's not our first rodeo.
That's true.
He won 20 years ago, and he was on a streak.
That's right.
And then he came back again. Of course, it's wonderful. It's nice to win. Whatever you win, even if you won a few $100s, it's always good to. It's fun to win.
Right.
Whatever it is.
Not a few $100s, a lot more than that. Yeah.
Mike
Maybe for
doing
her.
this.
For her.
You got to watch him also go head-to-head with Stephanie Hall, who is the reigning World Tournament of Slots champion. They had the special drama in the Bahamas, and you got to be on his rail, so to speak, or in the entourage. So you had the boxing theme.
Yeah.
Yeah, I spoke with her. She's a sweetheart.
This is my boxing coach. Go ahead. Yeah.
That's when he was little, his self-defense. I used to beat him up.
But yeah, she was super nice. Sweetheart.
She's a sweetheart.
Almost felt bad for beating her. I want to give it back. I might have to give her the belt.
I mean, it seemed like you had a good technique, and you know, the hitting the screens, hitting the button as fast as you can. Do you have a copy of that technique when you play in this, or are you gonna get your own?
Tournament technique. I won in Hard Rock a few years ago. Actually, in the end, I came in second place, but it was for cash, and it was nice. It wasn't for free play. It was just fun. You know, you got to tap it really hard.
Good eye and hand coordination. So you just gotta be quick.
Yeah.
I look for all the diamonds.
There you go. I was up here doing commentary with Casino Kelly, and I was like, your technique is good. You're locked in. Like, so I've seen this at the poker
I
table.
was very competitive with her. You see me sweating, dripping sweat. I felt like it was sport. And it's not easy. You think that's easy? I don't think anybody can go for more than 3 minutes. I mean, it'll be tough. I don't think you can go 3 minutes straight. I've done it before, but like those 1 minute rounds were great because
But it's
starts
fun.
hurting.
It's a lot of fun. It's exciting. Well,
There is skill.
And skill, of course.
Definitely a little bit of skill.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
You don't think about that when you just think slots, because people think just hitting a button. But yeah, clearly there is. So
There's a little skill. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I won every round
wow.
on the front.
we couldn't tell from up here, but
I saw it. Yeah, I saw
yeah.
it. Yeah.
All right, so you win that, and then hopefully Mama Grinder wins tomorrow, or wins this weekend rather.
I just want to have a good time. You win. That's just the gravy.
Yeah.
Have a good time. I'm with the family, with my son, and all you lovely people. The crew is amazing, all friendly, warm. We're having a great time. The food here, the restaurants are amazing. The people are wonderful.
Plus $1 million. Go ahead.
Do you have the competitive spirits, if you will, that Michael and I know your brothers have? Do you have that? Is that where
Where
that
do you
comes
think
from?
we got it from?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, okay.
And is
So you know.
any chance we ever see you maybe try to compete at the poker table?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did take one down some years ago in the Bellagio. Remember, Michael? Michael said, "Mom, you want to play satellite?" And I go, "Yeah, sure, why not?"
I put her a satellite, and then she won the tournament. She won the satellite, and then
I said, Michael, I won the satellite. He goes, "Yeah, we got to win the tournament." And then we chopped it in the end. But
Sure.
there was the whole room was loaded with players, and then it was going. And there was one table. We went upstairs to sleep. He came down. He sees Mama Grinder. He goes, "What?"
I love it. Well, we do have some highlights that we're going to show here in just a second from the drama in the Bahamas against Stephanie Hall. Get to see Mama Grinder. You were sweating, so she was patting down your head.
that water helped too.
There you go. Check it out.
Hello, everyone. I am Casino Kelly.
And I am Chad Holloway from Poker News. We are here at the World Tournament of Slots Arena inside the Atlantis on Paradise Island in the Bahamas. And it is going to be the first ever mixed gaming matchup.
Yes, it is a head-to-head tournament with $2 million champions, and they could not have picked a better place to do it here at the Atlantis Paradise Island. The weather is amazing. The crowd is electric.
That's amazing. There's a line in front of us. There's people behind us. I've been to a lot of poker events, a lot of competitive events, whether it's boxing, UFC, the Tour de France. The atmosphere here is electric.
Yes. So you're a poker player. So give me all the information about one of our competitors, Mike the Grinder Mizrachi.
Michael the Grinder Mizrachi is the hottest poker player in the world right now. He's been around for decades, but this year in particular, he has had a stellar year. He won the World Series of Poker main event for $10 million this summer. He won the 50K PPC championship, which is considered the toughest tournament in the world for a record 4th time. And they just said, you know what, you're so good, Grinder, we're just going to put you in the Poker Hall of Fame. And so he lives in Florida, not too far from here. His mom loves slots, and I know he's going to try to make her proud.
Yeah, and his mom is here, I've
That's
heard,
right.
so that's awesome. And he's going head-to-head with the World Tournament of Slots winner from last year, Stephanie, who has been on a whirlwind year because she came here last year as just a novice slot player, entered this tournament, and went home with $1 million.
Yeah, that's crazy. I love her nickname too. Her last name is Hall, Stephanie Hall. Win it all Hall. We'll have to see if she can win it tonight. And it actually looks like they're about to get started, so we'll have to see if they are bringing them out. This is going to be an epic matchup.
Oh, absolutely. I cannot wait.
May the luckiest player win. Let's go.
They are locked in. Stephanie is so focused. You see her eyes just locked in on that screen. She is not going to miss a star.
Look at the grinder just tapping away on that screen. He hasn't stopped since the first round started.
He looks like he's had a couple Red Bulls.
And there it is.
It is.
3 rounds, just like that.
Oh, I've got chills.
The winner of the mixed gaming competition here at the World Tournament Slots is the Grinders Hobbies!
Is there nothing that the grinder cannot do?
Oh my goodness.
We have the champion!
He is going to sport that belt as proudly as he will his World Series of Poker main event bracelet.
He's probably going to wear it to the next World Series of Poker.
Congratulations!
All right, I am here to drop the last code word for our $10,000 NAPT Gold Pass giveaway. This has been taking place for the past 2 months or so between the PokerNews Podcast and the MSPT Podcast presented by PokerNews. One word has dropped over the course of these episodes, and I'm about to drop the 10th and final word, which will spell a code phrase. Now, here's the important part is you need to email me this code phrase by midnight, so 11:59 p.m. Pacific time on Sunday, which will be October 26th. So you basically only have the weekend to get the code word in, so you'll be entered to win. I will then randomly select a winner. Of course, terms and conditions apply. I'm linking to them in the show notes. You can also earn extra entries by leaving a review for the podcast and subscribing. Those details are also in the terms and conditions and the article. So, with all that said, the last code word is Lesnar. You were probably thinking it was going to be Holtz. It's Lesnar. And I'd love to say the whole code phrase right now, but I'm not, because the point of this is you were supposed to watch each episode and piece it together. So there's 10 code words that spells out a phrase, a sentence that makes sense. Get it to me, and you will be entered to win your shot at a $10,000 gold pass to the NAPT coming up in just a couple weeks at Resorts World Las Vegas. I can't wait to see who's going to win. Good luck. Now, I'm going to toss it to an interview that I did with Stephanie Hall. She is the reigning World Tournament of Slots champion. Last year here at the Atlantis, she won $1 million. She had qualified, came down with her husband from Idaho, and won life-changing 7-figure money thanks to my VIP and the World Tournament of Slots. She's back. She's going to try to defend her title. Here's my interview with Stephanie Win It All Hall. Chad Holloway for Poker News here in the Bahamas for the second annual World Tournament of Slots. I am seated with last year's champ, the reigning champ, Stephanie Hall from Idaho. You've made your way back here to Paradise Island, the Atlantis. You excited to be back?
I am so beyond excited.
It's a beautiful property. Poker fans know this for the World Series of Poker Paradise, and before that, the PCA. But this week, it's all about the slots. They're setting it up in the casino area, and is it bringing back like some memories? You mean you won $1 million here last year?
Yes, it is. I actually got to walk in there earlier and just take a look at them setting up, and it did. Everything just flooded back, and you just get like, you know, visions of last year like this happening, and it was so cool. How
did you end up qualifying last year in the first place?
So I play pop slots, and I used my loyalty points to enter for a tournament to try to win a trip to the Bahamas. I didn't really fully know about the tournament yet, until I won the spot. I thought I was just going to get to go to the Bahamas. And then I started looking into it and getting everything. And yeah, shocking.
Yeah, $1 million.
$1 million.
Safe to say life-changing money?
Absolutely. Very much so. It has been surreal.
And you got a chance to defend your title because you're going to be in this year's World Tournament of Slots. You said your husband is also going to be in there. That's exciting.
It's so exciting. Yes, we've got a couple chances. We're kind of battling against each other, but at the same time, you know, like it's, I don't know, someone's going to win it, and the feeling is just amazing. I can't wait to see the reactions.
I've got to ask, if you had a choice that you could win it again and go back to back, or have your husband win it and experience it, what would you do?
I'm gonna be selfish on this one.
I don't blame you.
I would love to win it, and the main reason, so I'm a huge football fan, Green Bay Packers.
I'm from Wisconsin.
Oh,
yeah.
So I've been a Packers fan since I was 12 years old. Followed them years and years, and they won Super Bowls 1 and 2. And so I am thinking, you know, maybe I win World Tournament of Slots 1 and 2.
It sounds like a plan. I love that story. I know as part of you being down here, you're going to do a special promotional event with the reigning World Series of Poker Main Event Champ, Michael the Grinder Mizrachi, who we're very familiar with in the poker world. It's going to be, you know, a spectacle. I'm looking forward to it. Are you looking forward to going, you know, the World Tournament of Slots champ against the World Series of Poker champ?
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to meet Michael. I've heard so much about him, how amazing he is, and I'm excited to go head to head. I'm a little nervous because he's a little more skilled than me, but that's all right. Sometimes you don't need the skill. You can just wing it.
Well, I think especially with slot tournaments, is there like a skill? Well, I was going to ask you if you have any tips for those who are participating in this year's event.
So the 3 minutes it feels like forever. And your arm is going to go dead. It's going to be real bad. So push through the pain and just don't stop hitting that button and just focus.
It's insane. I've seen some videos because I didn't know what I was getting into coming down to cover the World Tournament of Slots. Yeah. I've seen last year's videos and just how fast some people are. And I've seen even like, I don't know if they're allowed here, but I've seen people like use like a massage gun. You've seen this where they just like put the gun against the button. Pretty sure it's not allowed.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to see if you can defend your title. I'm excited just for a week here in the Bahamas. I mean, what better place there?
Right.
Are we going to see you doing, you know, the little parties and all that? I mean, you are the champ. Everybody's going to want to meet you.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, there's a few parties, and really I'm available anytime. If you see me, come up, say hi. I'm approachable. I'm not gonna be all weird about it. I love to meet new people. I am very shy, but I do love to meet new people and just share experiences. And it's all about us all having a good time together here in paradise.
100%. Well, Stephanie, very excited for you to meet you because you are the WTOS, as we say, the World Tournament of Slots champ. And we're going to follow you all week long for Poker News as well as everybody else.
Awesome.
Good luck.
Thank you so much.
All right, so there you have it, my interview with Stephanie Hall. Fun fact is later that night, I ended up meeting her and her husband, Tony, and their friends at the players' party. They had a tradition of snake juice or something like that, and I drank way too much of it, but it was good. They're a good time. They're a good time. They're good people, and I can't wait to see if either Stephanie or Tony get the job done this year at the World Tournament of Slots. Now, one last interview that I want to share to end this episode, number 922 of the Poker News Podcast, is with a poker player, a friend of mine, originally from Wisconsin, soon going to relocate to Florida. You've probably seen him around the World Series of Poker. He's had a lot of success. I'm talking about Eddie Blumenthal. Now, Eddie is a mixed game guy, plays all the events, and recently has went on a life-changing journey, if you will, one that includes sobriety, which he opened up about when he was down here through pure happenstance at the Atlantis. He's not here for the World Tournament of Slots. He's a Caesars Rewards member, and as part of that, if you get a certain status, you can get some free rooms here at the Atlantis. So just so happened that he was here. I saw it on his Instagram when I was flying down, and I said, hey man, let's get together. We did. He was looking amazing. He's been living right, eating right, and hopefully that will translate into his poker. But He was kind enough to take a few minutes to chat with me outside about this new journey that he is on. Here's my interview with Eddie Blumenthal. Chad Holloway for Poker News here at the Atlantis on Paradise Island for the World Tournament of Slots. And this is Poker News. So when I seen this guy walking through the halls, he's not here for the slot machines. Eddie Blumenthal, Poker Pro. What are you doing here? What are you doing in the Bahamas?
Got to take advantage of the Caesars trip, and I'm 7-star now, so get an extra suite to give away, brought a few friends, and just enjoying a non-poker vacation for once.
Yeah, it was so weird. Like when I seen that you were going to be down here on social media, I was literally on the airplane. Like, what are you doing down there? Because we're both from Wisconsin, but you're going to be moving to Florida here soon, right?
Yeah, I'll be probably about 2/3, 1/3 with my time, but yeah, moving down to Florida, going to be about 2 miles from Seminole Hard Rock, so just kind of getting tired of that Midwest travel grind. So,
and winter is coming, as they say.
Yeah, winter's coming, and no state taxes isn't half bad either.
Right?
Yeah.
It's beautiful here. Now, I got to ask, because I am here for the World Tournament of Slots. Are you a slot player at all? You just keep it to poker?
No, that's how I got 7 stars, like tier credit grinding, and I don't know. It's really not that crazy if you just kind of time the gambling right.
Yeah. Well, you've been here before, I assume, WSOP Paradise or PCA or something along the way.
I think it's my 7th time.
Yeah, I think probably my 8th or 9th. I know you really well. Like I said, we're both from Wisconsin. I've known you for a good bit. One of the things that I know about you is you're looking really good. You're on this health journey, sobriety journey. What can you share with us about that?
I mean, honestly, it was kind of a long time coming. I've been a little bit of a partier my whole life, and just kind of got to the point the last few years where if I was going to keep going in poker and just other things in life, I was going to have to make some big changes. And it was pretty difficult, but I haven't had a drink this entire year of 2025, which people who know me are pretty surprised by that, but yeah, that's gonna be me from now on. So
yeah, congrats, man. Like coming from Wisconsin, I know what a culture it is there sometimes, how hard it can be. But yeah, I mean, we're nearing the end of the year. That's a hell of an accomplishment. You're looking good. You must be working out, I'm assuming.
Yeah, like as you know, I was a nationally ranked wrestler when I was younger, and I've kind of done these fitness things in passing, for a month or two, and then I'll get back into the old ways. And this is just not doing that for 9-10 months. So, it's like with the quitting drinking, I was like, I need to get back into the wrestling mentality and out of, the poker lifestyle is tough, and it's on the road all the time. It's really difficult to stay healthy and work out. So
one thing we've seen is some people who have, taken their health or sobriety more seriously. I think Shannon Shore was one who, quit drinking and then hit a heater. Is there going to be an Eddie Blumenthal heater coming up?
I hope so. Like this year's been kind of up and down. I've had some deep runs in things. I made day 5 of the main, and I got 12th in another 3K event down there. But I think so. I have more energy. I'm making deeper runs, cashing more often, and just seeing things more clearly. So.
Yeah,
just a matter of time, I think.
I think so too. Like when you're in the industry as long as I have, you kind of just get a feel for like, all right, something's good's coming for these players, and feel like that's coming for you, especially after all these positive changes, big lifestyle change coming when you move to Florida. And also you did me a solid in Vegas. You drove some stuff back from Vegas to Wisconsin for me. So you get all my good energy, goodwill.
Yeah, I'm excited to get down to Florida too. Like they have much more mixed tournaments down there.
You're a mixed game guy.
Yeah, I like mixed games, and there's just not access to tournaments that regularly, so I'm excited to be able to have that all the time.
Yeah, that will be fun. And tell me a little bit more to wrap this up. What's the rest of your trip here like? Here for a couple more days?
Just tomorrow night, and then we leave on Friday morning. So I'm actually about to go to dinner at the nice Chinese place, Chopsticks, and get a Peking duck. So.
Awesome. Well, I'm great to talk to you here because it's just through pure happenstance that our paths crossed. And good luck to you at the next poker stop.
I appreciate it.
Oh, man.
Thank you.
All right, so there you have it. Eddie Blumenthal, my friend. Keep it up. I can't wait to see what you do on the tournament scene because I know you're going to strike it big. That's just always seems to happen. All right, that's going to do it for episode 922 of the Poker News Podcast. I'm going to be here all weekend. We're going to wrap up the World Tournament of Slots, and we'll let you know who wins in next week's episode of the Poker News Podcast. We'll have a whole segment. We'll see how our qualifier, Jim Schmatzer, who is here, does. Maybe he'll be the $1 million winner. Who knows? And then next week's episode is going to be a big one because there are all kinds of stories that have broken that I couldn't cover this episode, like this whole mafia, NBA, illegal gambling that's all over the news. That's just one of the stories that me, Mike Holtz, and Ben Ludlow will get into. So do us a favor, like, subscribe, give us that 5-star review. Remember, you have until 11:59 Pacific time Sunday night to get me the code word for the NAPT Gold Pass giveaway. You don't want to miss this one. It's a chance to win your way to Resorts World Las Vegas in just a couple of weeks. I am Chad Holloway. Thank you to the Grinder for joining me, to the My VIP World Tournament of Slots for having us. And until next time, we'll keep a seat open for you.